or a family member. So all of these other people get to bring a different perspective, and that becomes part of the mix in the decision making.
You know, family might come in and say, well, I don't see how we can resolve this because they want X and I want Y. And in the end, it's impressive how many options there are that people feel, yes, that could really work.
So one of the first things that I talk to the family about when I meet with them is the fact that mediators are neutral, impartial, that we do not work for the Ministry of Children and Families, and we're not there to represent the Ministry of Children and Families.
The mediator's job is to support people to have the tough discussions. And that's typically what I say to parents that I'm working with. My job is to help you have the really tough discussion. And I don't think there's a discussion harder than what's going to happen to your children.
Mediation can be an emotional process. I mean, when parents have had their children removed, they feel very emotional about that. And the social worker often has strong feelings about it as well, because they're responsible for the care and safety of the child. So, yes, sometimes people do feel like blaming each other and being critical. And sometimes that happens in mediation, and it's the job of the mediator to make sure that people are respectful with each other and that we don't go down that road.
Confidentiality is very important during mediation so that people feel safe to talk about these things and know that they're not going to be repeated outside of the room. There are some restrictions on confidentiality, and parties all need to be aware of this, and that will be talked with the parties in some detail. Agreements that get written during mediation quite often don't get bound by that confidentiality because they can be filed in court.
The agreements reached at mediation usually set out